Baby, listen, we are back. And we are back to talk Reasonable Doubt season 2. Started out with a bang, y'all. And like I said, them last 3 minutes of episode 1 is the reason I'll be watching all of this season.
In my dreams, I'm never over you. Just trying to stay alive. No matter how I feel.
And I'll be back every week to bring you a review. And we're going to be covering this in a live discussion as well. If you guys are new here, my name is Ashley, and this is My Sweet Perspective, where I give my take on all things TV and movie related. And y'all know that I'm here to put you on. So let's get right into this episode, season 2, episode 1. And I live because we know that Jax made it. She made it out of season 1 by the skin of her teeth. Looney Tunes light skin went ballistic, but took his own self out, right? And so now we are 2 months post. Jax has been in therapy. Lewis is back in the bed, but they not getting Bucky naked. And things are starting to get back to normal again, if we can say that, right? So after all is said and done, she's out running because we know Jax likes to work out. She's out running one morning and gets a call. Okay, before she gets the call, we flash to her friend Chanel. Now, we know her friend Chanel from season 1 and the relationship that she was in with Jamarion, who is this great, I guess, football player. He was mean as hell to her, left her in that parking lot, all right? Skeeted skirt off of her, all right? And so we see her, and she's standing with this trophy in her hand, and JT bleeding out on the floor. And she like, yeah. And he's like, call the daggone police. I said, sir, this is not the time for you to still be abusive and cussing. This is not the time for that. She looked at that man, watched that man, made sure he was good and unalive before she called them people. And actually didn't even call them people first, calls Jax. So Jax is Johnny on the spot, gets in her car, puts on her Olivia Pope coat, all right, and heads on over to the house where she sees her, and she seems to be in shock, y'all. But Chanel did this. Chanel premeditated this. Chanel knew what she was doing. When she did this, she was sick of his ish. When a woman's fed up, there's nothing you can do about it. All right. And so now Jax is in this conundrum because do I help my friend? Immediately, that's her response, right? And so she's doing the groundwork, seeing what happened, going to see Chanel in the hospital, letting the police know that, no, I'm representing her. The friends have to rally together to try to get some money up for this bond, honey, because where's the money at? They said JT done froze all her assets, all of her accounts, and they had 2 kids together. And so she's like, where are my babies? What's going on, right? Jax stressed out even the more because she's having PTSD moments, honey. She can't be around a crime scene. She can't be around loud noises. Listen, everything is sending her back. So during all of this, they decide this is the best time, not only for her individual counseling, because she has to do that in order to be released to go back to work, but also it's time for she and Lewis to go to marital counseling. Every time they get in the room, it's finna be a mess, right? They're arguing about his ultimatum, him moving out, the fact that he said, do you want to be a good lawyer or do you want to be a wife? And he said he expected her to say both, but she knew he wanted her to be a wife and not worry about the lawyering because he felt like Jax was doing the most. There was no time for family. And if she takes Chanel's case, that's going to be the same. I do want to take time to say this. Jack's mama, I couldn't stand her last season, and I sure enough can't stand her now because why are you still bringing up your dead husband who violated your child? And questioning if JT was beating that girl. He was beating that girl. Look at her neck. Look at her face. Like, he was beating her, but she did premeditate to unalive him. That was just, it's cap 1. And so now Jax, you know, that she was friends with the people at the district attorney's office. And so she thinks her guy that she was with against last season when she was defending Braden, right? Guilty self, was going to be taking the case. But apparently they didn't taken him off the case. It's an election year. We all know what's going to happen in an election year. They're going to take every case and try to take it to the max because the people want to be tough on crime, right? And so they brought in a ringer, honey, from up north. Jax comes up there with donuts thinking she's gonna get a little information, and then they said, I don't take bribes. I said, ma'am, since when is a donut a bribe? I don't take bribes. I don't take gifts. I hear you're smart and that you're a lawyer, but I don't get down like you people in California or wherever they are get down. And so you already know she's going to be a hard nose and they are going to pursue the max. So Chanel is back in the Pinta, well, still in the Pinta. Jax comes to visit her and is like, hey, there are no plea deals to be offered. This new DA wants to take it to the max. So what you gonna do? Now, y'all answered this question for me. When they were raising this money from Chanel, did her cousin, I know she got into it with her husband, and her husband told her, right, we not finna mortgage this house. Pay for your cousin to get out because we don't know what's going to happen. I want to know, did she go over his head to do that? Because next thing I know, Chanel out. And I thought we needed 100K more to get her out. So y'all drop it in the comments below and let me know. And so again, we're trying to figure out what's going on, what's happening. And Jax finally comes to the point where she's like, I am not going to be able to take this case. All right. It's doing too much to me. I have to put me first, Lucius. I got to put me first. And, and hold on, I got to play it because it's in my spirit. So I got to play it, y'all. I got to put me first, Lucius. Did I take it off? I guess I took it off. Dang. Pause. Well, I'll edit this part out. But anyway, so now Jax can't take the case because she's got to put her first, right? She's got to put me first, Lucius. And Louis is like, good, I'm glad finally you're doing the right thing. The kids are sick of Jax, so they're ready for her to go back to work. Whether she's taking this case or not, she needs to go back. And so by the end of the episode, she's like, I'm not going to take it, but I need to find someone who loves women, who's willing to fight, who empowers women. And we see Morris the Chestnut, aka Corey, for the purposes of this show, banging old girl's back out. Not Jax, but another one. And I feel like Jax and Corey have history. Y'all drop it on the comments and let me know if you think that's the case. But they're going bombs over Baghdad. They had to put on Mystical Danger, and it was because he said, But mid-stroke, Jax calls and is like, I need you. And he's like, but he gonna be Johnny on the spot, y'all. I was excited after watching episode 1. I'm excited to see what this season is going to bring. Again, Onyx Collective coming through. When I was watching the credits, though, for the first time, I realized that Kerry Washington has her hand in this as well. Miss Carrie, baby, I see you and I'm here for it. But you guys drop it in the comments and let me know, what did you think of season 2, episode 1, Reasonable Doubt? And I will be back to talk about episode 2. But if you like this video, honey, if you like this channel, go ahead and like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you do not miss a thing. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.